There was once a family of bears that lived on top of a great waterfall in the lonely forest. They were the most vicious creatures, and everyone was terrified of them. The family itself was run by the mother. She was a vicious and strong animal, but she adored her youngest cub, and she imagined him one day ruling over the entire lonely forest. But the cub was bored, so when he came of age, he decided to go down the waterfall and go into the lonely forest and try to make some friends. One day he packed a few belongings, he descended the waterfall and went into the forest. The trouble was, he was a strong and ferocious looking animal. His whisper sounded like a roar, and his footsteps sounded like thunder. But one day, while he was down by a watering hole, he came across a young fox who showed no fear at all. As he emerged, he imagined that the fox would just run away, but she didn't. He let out a roar, and she just giggled. "Are you not frightened of me?" he said. "No, not at all," she said. "You're just a cuddly teddy bear to me." And so they sat, and they spent the rest of the day together. The friendship soon blossomed into a relationship, and soon they were the talk of the entire forest. Well, word got back to the mother bear, and she was furious. She wanted her cub to marry a strong bear and rule over the lonely forest, not fall for some fox. She wanted to do something that would destroy this love affair, and so she called together the family and asked what they should do. One of the cubs said, "Just get a beautiful bear to seduce him, then spread the word of the deceit around the entire forest, and that will destroy the love." A second said, no, that would never work. The love is too strong. I've seen it before. I'll tell you what, I have some friends who are wolves, and the wolves will find this fox, track her down, and rip her limb from limb until there is nothing left but blood and bone. But then a third bear spoke. "No," he said, "then you will destroy him as well. She will be dead, but his soul will be lost. I'll tell you what to do. There is a species of skunk in the forest that doesn't have a pungent odor, but rather an odorless toxin. Whenever a predator comes to attack them, they release the toxin, and the animal loses all of its passion, wandering off aimlessly. If you get the cub to smell some of this toxin, then all his passion for the fox will dissipate. For all passion is the same, whether it's passion for killing or for loving, for destroying or for cherishing." The mother thought this was a wonderful idea and asked the cub to go find the skunk, then asked an eagle to go find her cub in the lonely forest and bring him home. Later that day, the eagle found the young cub with the fox and said, "Your mother wants to celebrate with you. She heard about your love and she wants to hear all about it." Well, the cub didn't really believe it, but he thought he'd better go back and find out what was happening. So he took the long journey home, eventually climbing up the waterfall, where he found his brothers and sisters, his mother and his father, all with smiles on their faces, pretending to celebrate the love. It was late, and so the young cub went straight to bed. When he was fast asleep, the skunk was sent in to spray his toxin under the cub's nose. But the skunk's tail brushed against his nose as he sprayed the toxin, and so the bear woke up with a start, and he roared at the skunk, demanding to know what had happened. In terror, the skunk told everything. "It's not my fault. Your mother made me do it. I have this toxin, and one sniff of it will melt away all of your passion and desire." Well, the young cub knew it to be true, because he could already feel it going into his veins and running through his body. He could already sense that it was stealing away his desire. Furious, he got up, he left the cave and found his mother, who was right at the edge of the waterfall. When his mother saw his eyes, she knew she was in danger and began to creep back until her paws were at the very edge of the waterfall. She started to beg for her life. Don't do it, don't do it, don't kill me. I only did it for your own good. I only wanted you to marry someone who was worthy of you, not some weak fox. But the young cub simply stared at her and said, you have taken everything from me. You have ripped my heart from my body. You deserve everything that is happening. And he started to bound toward her. But at the last minute, he jumped over her head and over the precipice. And the last words his mother ever heard him speak as he fell were, I have loved thee in life, and I love thee now as I die. If ever you were my beloved, if ever you were my beloved, you're my beloved now.